red carpet in the runways right now is beautiful, sexy, curly hair. The good news is, even if you don't have naturally curly hair, Richard Delouya from Salon Platine will show us how to get angelic tresses at home. Richard, what is the first thing we should know about preparing our hair for curly hair?
Definitely shampooing and conditioning is very important. Choosing the right shampoo that encourages curls is really important. There are a number of them on the market. Shampooing, the conditioning also needs to have its own capacity to help you because there are conditioners out there that do help curl hair up. So yeah, that's basically it. You must do that. It's very important to start with those two steps.
And after you've washed and conditioned your hair with the right products, should you towel dry your hair?
It's important to remove some of the moisture, but to comb it out first to remove the tangles, because you want to take some of the moisture out before you comb it out.
But you want it to stay damp.
You want it to stay damp.
Richard, there are two ways to curl your hair. First of all, there's using a curling iron, and there's also using hot rollers. What's the biggest difference?
Biggest difference is the end result. The hot rollers are going to give you a much softer, a bigger curl, more romantic look. Okay. And the curling iron will tend to give you, if you work it really with definition, it will give you a lot more spirally curls, which a lot of women appreciate, but it's a much more difficult look to achieve by yourself.
And what are the steps, Richard, for using a curling iron?
To use a curling iron, it's very simple. You can start at the ends. You take a strand, start at the end, and roll it around the curling iron. As you get closer to the root, though, the curl is going to be much more. The diameter is going to be larger, therefore the curl is going to be much less intense. Okay. The other way to do it is to take it from the root and to curl the hair around the iron rod, and then you would get a more intense curl from the root.
And then would you then pin each curl in place, or would you just let it go?
Depending on the look. Again, if you're looking for a look that's very soft where you're going to put your fingers through it, then you don't have to do that. But if you want the curl to remain, it might be a good idea to pin it, yes.
And what is the technique for using hot rollers?
Hot rollers, very simple on clean, freshly blow-dried hair, or not necessarily freshly blow-dried, maybe at the end of the day when you decide that you have a big event to go out to. To put your hot rollers on, you set them, depending on whether you're looking for volume, you will set them with the roots at a 90-degree angle in the movement of, if your hair is going to go back, then it should be rolled back. That would be the ideal situation. If you're not looking for too much volume, if you want a smaller head with curls at the bottom, then your roots should not be at 90 degrees. They should be lying flatter, and the rollers should be rolled up under the root.
And I've heard it's not a good idea to use a brush or a comb once your hair has been curled.
No, it would really defeat the purpose. You would actually remove the curl and make your hair kind of frizzy. So in order to finish your look, in order to just get a finish on your look, you would probably just use your fingers very gently without ever going through from root to end. Sometimes perhaps putting your head upside down and regaining some of the volume, but really not shaking those curls out because they will open up. And very occasionally you can use a little bit of mousse on your dry hair, just on the surface, just to reactivate that curling process. Very soft, just as a finishing.
And do you have any tips for touch-ups throughout the day?
Again, the same thing. You just putting your head upside down and very gently loosening the roots, very gently, so that you don't undo the curls.
Now, thanks to Richard from Salon Platine, we can all have those superstar runway curls. Thank you.